So soccer. The word was actually termed as a slang abbreviation for the New Word Association, and it was a term that was coined by the Britishers, not the Americans. Soccer is a fast-paced strategy game played by women, men and kids of all ages. It is considered as a major sport that is well known, played widely in almost all regions of the world except for the United States and Canada. But up to the recent time, the concept of the sport has greatly changed, with the advent of famous leagues such as the Major League Soccer in America and Canadian Soccer League. In the past, soccer was identified as a popular peasant sport in England. However, in the 1363, King Edward II banned the game because he was troubled by the unruliness of the game in London, and also because it distracted the English population at that time from practicing archery, which was necessary for the war during the Middle Ages. It is believed that the ancient Greek and the Romans had also played a similar game to as soccer, and in the 18th centuries the Aborigines of Victoria in Australia played a similar game called the mangrove. So sit back guys as we roll down the list of the top 9 interesting facts on soccer.
Number 9. First ever televised soccer match.
The first soccer game viewed over the television network was a friendly match between Arsenal's first team and the second team in the year of 1937. BBC started its television service in 1936, it was nearly a year before the very first televised match of football was screened between Arsenal and Arsenal reserves at Highbury, England on September 16 of 1937. This was also followed by the first televised international match between England and Scotland on 9th April 1938, and also by the first televised FA Cup final that followed soon after on the 30th April of the same year.
Number 8. Soccer pitch marathon.
On an average, a soccer player runs as far as 9.5 miles, which is approximately 15 kilometers in a single match of 90 minutes. This is due to long games, massive fields and a constantly moving ball that adds up to serious distances for soccer players. However, stats puts up the average at 7 miles per game depending on a position, and as much as 9.5 miles for some players excluding the goalies, which is actually far more than any other sport played.
Number 7. Ronaldinho gets the stage.
Brazilian soccer star Ronaldinho came to media attention at the age of 13 years when his team won 23-0. And to surprise, all 23 goals were scored solely by him. And not only this, Ronaldinho, as ambassador of the beverage manufacturing giants Coca-Cola, ended his lucrative sponsorship deal less than a year from the date it was signed after he was caught sipping on a Pepsi in a news conference on the July 10th of 2012.
Number 6. World Cup as a unified Germany.
When Germany won the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, it was for the first time in history that the German team won it as a united country. That 3 previous times in 1954, 1974 and 1990, the World Cup was won by the West German team. This is because under the communist East German government back in the days, they didn't want to spend their time chasing sponsors, dealing with tax returns or worrying about the revenue. Most importantly, though East German clubs were real contenders back in the day, what they lacked was exposure and a bit of government support.
Number 5. Red fan suicides.
A depressed Liverpool fan killed himself as his team trailed 3-0 at halftime to the Italian giants AC Milan in the Champions League final of 2005. After an inquest on Mark Houghton, the 43-year-old heard that he was found by his girlfriend Jacqueline Young at 9 p.m. on the May 25th, when defeat for Liverpool looked certain. He was found hanging by a leather belt from a hook in the kitchen of his home in Darwin, Lancashire. On the sad side of the irony, Liverpool went to score 3 goals in the second half of the game and after penalties secured a historic 5th European Cup win.
Number 4. Mario Balletoli's profile.
Mario Balletoli, born on 12 August 1990, is an Italian professional footballer who plays as a striker for League One club Nice and the Italian national team. But lesser known about the famous player, Balletoli was born to an immigrant family from Ghana and then raised by a Jewish mother.
Number 3. The imaginary soccer city of Lusail.
Lusail. It is the newest planned city in Qatar, located in the coast in the northern part of Al Daid. Lusail is located about 23 kilometers north of the city center of Doha, just north of the West Bay Lagoon on over 35 square kilometers and will eventually have a population of 260,000 people. It is planned to have residential areas, island resorts, commercial districts, luxury shopping, and also has a golf course community and several entertainment districts, and biggest of all, Lusail's iconic stadium with a capacity of over 80,000 people is scheduled to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. But the most surprising fact of all is that the city of Lusail doesn't exist yet.
Number 2. Nigerian Civil War halts for soccer.
In 1967, the Nigerian Civil War grounded to a complete halt for 2 long days because both the sides, Biafra represented national aspirations of the Igbo people on one side of the war and the northern-dominated federal government on the other side, wanted to watch the world soccer player Pele in an exhibition match in Nigeria.
Number 1. The hub of world soccer balls.
The original 2014 World Cup ball was produced in Pakistan. It was during the period when Chinese supply Adidas failed to keep up with the demand of the soccer balls in Rio de Janeiro. A report in Express Tribune said that at Sialkot, a town in eastern Pakistan, a company that was natively producing soccer balls since the colonial British time, stepped in and got the contract. Factory owner Khwaja Akhtar, who has made balls for the German Bundesliga, French League and the Champions League, was now excited with the challenge of being a part of the World Cup soccer history.
So this is the most prestigious ball which is played on any pitches of the world, so everybody loves to be the part of it, you know.
That's it for today guys. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If so, do smash the like button and feel free to subscribe and stay tuned till I get back to you next time with a completely new video. Till then, cheers guys, have a good weekend.